Good day and welcome to my daily devotional for Friday the 4th of June. And as we continue to look at Hebrews chapter 9 and verses 25 to 28, we shall read from Matthew 22 verses 31 to 32. Now concerning the resurrection of the dead, have you not read the word of God to you saying, I am the God of Abraham and the God of Isaac and the God of Jacob? He is not the God of the dead, but of the living. Everyone knows that we're all proceeding towards death. And the only exception to this will be for those who are still on earth when Jesus comes again. In verse 27, the writer states that the very thing that everybody knows, it is that death is the destination that has been allotted to every person. William Barclay informs us that the understanding of the Greek world was that nothing else followed death. The Greeks had no conception of resurrection. They had no concept of any kind of existence after death. For them, death was final. And there are many people who believe this today. However, we have had 2,000 years of the strongly held conviction that life goes on after our physical death. This is a conviction that was with the Jews before Jesus entered the world as the one eternal sacrifice. Well, we may recall that there was a major disagreement between the Pharisees and the Sadducees. The former firmly believed and taught the resurrection of the dead, whereas the Sadducees didn't believe in the resurrection of the dead. And this was brought out in the confrontation that the Sadducees had with Jesus. And part of the reply of Jesus to the Sadducees is our reading above. Jesus clearly taught the resurrection from the dead. In John chapter 11, he said that he is the resurrection and the life. In the same chapter, he was definite in saying that all those who believe in him, even though they die, will live again. The resurrection of the dead is demonstrated in the resurrection of Jesus. In 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 20, Paul wrote this about resurrection. But the fact is that Christ has been raised from the dead. He has become the first of a great harvest of those who will be raised to life. May the power of the resurrection of Jesus radically affect our experience and understanding of death.